Welcome to another Tag Team Talent Search podcast, the podcast that focuses on talent from around the world. And here's the guy that's produced live and television entertainment for the last 40 years, and he's going to be the host of the show, for goodness sakes. Here he is, Scott Edwards.
Hey, welcome back to the podcast, Tag Team Talent Search podcast. We have a wonderful series of videos for you today, and my co-host, Bob Stobiner, is back.
Hi, I'm back wearing the same shirt.
He's my
last time.
favorite co-host. Why? Because we worked together for many, many years on different companies, but especially at Laughs Unlimited, the comedy club chain.
Yep.
And we also did concerts and TV shows, and that's where some of these classic rewind videos come from. But right now, we have two new videos to share with you.
Just a second, who are you?
You keep wanting me to introduce myself. I'm Scott, the host. You heard my name up front.
Okay, good.
Yes, and I have a big interest in entertainment, and hopefully this video brings that across. Yep. So what we're doing is we're sharing videos of talented people around the world and from the variety arts, and we have some great options today.
Yeah, I've never seen these.
Yeah, well, that's
excited about that.
Kind of the idea, I think.
Oh, I was going to say, why am I here?
Yeah.
What am I doing here?
So Bob, as my co-host, will help me react to these new videos. The first one's a stand-up comic. He just came out with a new book. He is does a lot of corporate work, but he's been in stand-up comedy for about 25 years. Very funny guy. I interviewed him on my podcast, Stand-Up Comedy, your host and MC, and he is a lot of fun. Let's share with the audience some of his humor. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a video sent in by Greg Schwem. Hit it, Bob.
Okay, quick poll before we really get going here. Has anybody ever seen me before? Good, excellent, good. That means I don't have to do all new material tonight. I am going to do a lot of new stuff, but it also means that it means I can just mix in some of my older, more established bits as well. Anyway, what is up with President Reagan? I think the guy is slipping. I really do.
It's a new video. Trust me, just more minutes.
It's nice to be here out in Rosemont. I live in Chicago. I love it. I know we've got some people from out of town. I hope you come and visit our fair city. One thing though, if you are a tourist and you're coming to Chicago, I just ask you this: please just pronounce the names of our landmarks correctly, okay? For example, it's not Soldiers Field, it's Soldier Field. It's not Millennial Park, it's Millennium Park. It's not Goethe Street, it's Goethe Street. Please do that, because if you don't, it really pisses people off like me from Chicago, Illinois.
There's the joke.
That's it.
So I love suburbanites. So I used to live in the suburbs, and I know suburbanites. I know you love this club because there's a parking garage right here. And suburbanites, that's all they care about is where are we going to park?
Where's the park?
Right? I mean, I love it when suburbanites come down to the city and they come to a restaurant and they're so impatient. They don't want to like drive around the block and find something cheap. They're like, just screw it. We you know, they come to the restaurant. They go, we just left our car with the valet guy right out in front. I know it costs us a little money, but we gave him the money. We gave him our keys. We feel good. I love these people. I love it when they come out of the restaurant and they realize that restaurant does not offer valet parking. They're like, those were $50,000 tapas we ate, weren't they?
I've heard that one before.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Greg Schwem performing at Zany's just a few months ago. A very funny guy. As I mentioned, he's got a new book out. If you get a chance, search it on the Googler and find him and that. He's a great corporate comic. If you're looking for stand-up comedy for your company, think of Greg Schwem. Well, that was our first video of this podcast. What did you think?
I thought that was great.
Little stand-up comedy.
Never seen him before. He does good work. Yeah, he's a funny guy.
And clean.
Clean.
Which is good
I
for
don't know his hygiene,
comedy.
But, you know, his comedy jokes were good.
Well, that was our first video of the Tag Team Talent Podcast. Let's go to number two.
Number two, what's
this is a very talented, and this is going to be strange. He's a biker hypnotist.
There's so many of them.
No, he's actually about the only one.
Oh.
And his big show every year is, and I didn't know this, there's a biker cruise you can sign up for where the whole ship is taken over by bikers, and he is one of the main one of the main entertainers for that event. Yeah. But he is a professional hypnotist.
Okay.
He does comedy hypnotism all over the country.
Yep.
But normally he focuses on the biker side of life, does a lot of biker bars, biker conventions, and that biker cruise I mentioned. But it's a little bit different. Plus hypnotism, which can be very funny, is also kind of a little spooky to a lot of people.
Yeah,
you're afraid you're going to end up in work chirping like a bird.
I'm not sure a biker would be the first hypnotist I would choose.
but he sent us his video, so I want to share it. So ladies and gentlemen, our second video of today's podcast comes to us by Gary Michaels, a biker hypnotist. Take it away, Bob.
Deeper. I got you. Deeper. Deeper. 1, 2, 3. Wide awake. Wide awake. Would you get the fuck up off the floor, dude? This is going to be fun.
That's all right. Wow.
Watch it. Everybody take a big, deep breath. Deep breath. Hey, buddy, look at me. Look at me. Take a deep breath.
Some people are susceptible to something.
Wow. Miss Badger? How you doing, Angie? You good? Take a spot over. Are you hypnotized? Not at all. Take a big deep breath. Do you remember that feeling you had out there in the audience just a minute ago? Remember that feeling? Remember that wonderful relaxation you felt? Loosen it. Loosen it. Beautiful. Concentrate on that feeling. Take a big deep breath for me. Just remember that feeling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sleep. All the way down. Deeper and deeper.
That's so wicked. You know, they find people. I've had hypnotists.
How are you? Loosen up. Don't be so mean. What's your name? Jamie. Where are you from, Jamie? Nobody really cares. Hey, brother. You see that spot up there? I want you to take it. Don't take your eyes off that spot. I want you to continue to look at it until I tell you, okay? Oh, I may have set him down. Hey, Pocahontas. How you doing, buddy? Hey, loosen up, man. Don't be so rough. Don't be so mean. Are you hypnotized?
Yeah, I did.
Notice he's got an assistant to help.
Yeah.
Because some people...
That's so easy.
Are you nervous? All the way down. Deeper.
Oh, these people are out.
Oh, man.
Take a deep breath. Deep breath. And sleep. All the way down. Deeper and deeper. Deeper sleep. Deeper sleep. You guys are concentrating beautifully.
In some future podcasts, what he does.
How are you? Look at my finger. Okay. You remember that feeling you had out there? Remember, if your eyes get heavy, just let them fall. Just let them relax. He's snoring. Take a deep breath for me.
Oh, that was great.
That was wild.
Wow, you know, a biker hypnotist. You just never would think it. He sent me a couple videos. That one he's putting people under, and the others he has them do a few things. We'll share those in future episodes of this podcast. But what do you think of that?
That was very weird. That was very weird.
I mean, it's funny, but it's also a little spooky, isn't it?
Yeah, they're pretty vulnerable, right?
Yeah,
I mean, those people are very vulnerable. And good thing he's a biker hypnotist as opposed to like a murder hypnotist. Those are probably some of the worst ones.
That would be a bad hypnotist.
Yeah, so stay away from
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Gary Michaels. He's a biker comic hypnotist. You can find him on the Googler, and he's available for bookings. And keep an eye out for that biker cruise that happens every year where he's the main entertainer.
Yeah.
Well, that was kind of interesting.
Yeah,
I thank you for joining me as a co-host. We have something special now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So back in the day, Bob and I, when we owned our club, used to record a lot of the acts. Plus, we did several TV shows. And we have some classic
From the library.
Rewind.
From the library.
From our video library, Classic Rewind. This one we're going to share with you today was a really funny, if not outrageous, comic magician. He was out of Las Vegas by the name of Amazing Jonathan.
Amazing Jonathan.
This guy was so funny. In fact, he ended up having his own show in Vegas for about 15 years. I mean, he made buttloads of money, had his own suite in the top shelf of some casino, and performed, 8 shows a week. And you're going to see why he was one of the funniest. So sit back and enjoy our tag team talent podcast, Classic Rewind.
Classic Rewind. Amazing Jonathan.
Amazing Jonathan. Here he is.
Lynn Stobner, our hostess for this evening, ladies and gentlemen. And stand for Scott Edwards, please. Owner of the club, Scott Edwards.
Thanks, son.
Very funny, Scott. Never forget the time when you got your dick caught in the cap of that Bic pen, Scott. That's comedy at its best, folks.
Wow. This is...
Joke was on me because there was a lot of leeway left. He was just kidding me. I thought it was stuck. Well, good evening. We're going to... Son of a bitch. This is brand fucking new. Do you believe this shit? Do you believe that? It's brand new. Look at this crap. Well, I'd like to open up with a juggling trick.
Yeah, he was so different.
Oh. There he is.
No, thank you. What we're going to do is kind of like a punk magic show, I guess you could say. Where we actually try to find someone from the audience to come up to help me out with a trick.
Yeah, he was subtle.
This can be anyone at all from the crowd, so if you'd like to help, just let me know where you're sitting, and you can come up and help. Anyone, please. Oh, good. I think we found someone. Great. You're not usually the type I would want up here, but you'll do fine. You've never seen the show before, have you?
No, I haven't.
You've never seen me in the past?
No.
Okay, great. I'll show you a few pictures.
You haven't seen him in the past.
Okay. This is great. Okay, you've seen me in the past. Your name is... Doug. Doug, I'm Jonathan. And let's start by doing the dollar bill trick. Let me have a dollar. This is fun. Okay? That's great. Now, Trojans, huh? That's going to come in real handy. And I suppose, ma'am, that means that you don't wear a diaphragm. Am I right? Am I right? You. Can I have the light on her, Scott, please? Would you stand up? You don't wear a diaphragm, do you, ma'am? Okay, great. As long as we got that settled. Hi, Scott. Is it what? Doug, yeah, okay.
So
Doug,
funny for most
let's
of the
have that dollar. This is fun. 1, 2, 3. You know, I do that every day, and I still don't get tired of it. All right, now we're going to do one that you like, okay? See, that's what we do. We do one that I like, then we switch off and do one that you like, and then we go back to one that I like, and that's called the jewelry trick. Okay, now for the one you're going to like, okay? This is called the winking rings. Sir, do you have a handkerchief? Go like this, because you got something hanging. No, it's really bugging the shit out of me, man. I thought it would fall off, but it's just getting longer and longer, and then it stopped, and it's just swinging there. So wipe it off, okay? Because I can't concentrate on this shit.
Oh, that was great. Well, that's just a
cool.
piece of Amazing Jonathan live on stage. One of your more eccentric comic magicians. Very visual. And
different.
Yeah, we didn't see a lot of magic yet, but you could see how he interacts with the audience and gets a lot of huge laughs. That was Amazing Jonathan.
I'll bet if you go out to the Googler or the YouTuber, as you say, I bet there's more Amazing Jonathan stuff out there.
Well, we're going to be sharing more.
Are we now?
Yes.
So they don't have to do anything.
No, on this podcast, the Tag Team Talent Podcast, we are going to share more. In fact, if you enjoyed any of these videos, please comment and let us know which one was your favorite.
That would be good.
Also share, like, and if you're interested in having any talent,
send money.
No money.
No money.
Go to www.tagteamtalentsearch.com. That's tagteamtalentsearch.com. Send us your video and we'll showcase you on this worldwide podcast.
What a great idea.
I think it is. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. Be sure to check out my podcast, Stand-Up Comedy, Host and MC, my audio podcast. And this is our video podcast, the Tag Team Talent Podcast. Bob, thanks for being the co-host this week.
It's been swell.
Did you enjoy the videos?
I did.
Well, we can all sleep better tonight on that.
Thanks
for joining us. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching the Tag Team Talent Search Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll never miss the next big talent reveal. And don't forget to write in the comments below which performer you thought was best in this episode. We love hearing from you. See you soon!